The writer, Philip K. Dick, has left North America only once, when in 1977 he attended a conference on science fiction in France that has now become a cult event.
The subject of this speech is a topic which has been discovered recently and which may not exist at all.
While the novelist almost never left his California suburban home, he invented extraordinary worlds infused with science, philosophy, and religion. Since his death in 1982, Philip K. Dick's 45 novels and 120 short stories earned him a place beside the greatest writers such as Kafka, Orwell, or Asimov.
I may be talking about something that does not exist. Therefore, I'm free to say everything or nothing.
In his novels, Philip K. Dick blurs the line between reality and imagination, the present and the future. Throughout his books, true visions arise: ecological disasters, artificial worlds, global surveillance, destructive or empathetic robots. Hollywood has embraced his life's work and turned many of his novels and short stories into films, such as Blade Runner, Minority Report, and Total Recall. Philip K. Dick's stories are about us, about our present and our future.
Like a lot of people, I become a fan of simply by reading one of his books. You read one of his books, you had to read all of his books. So I scoured the used bookstores of the Bay Area, and with a great deal of difficulty, I found all, or at least most of his novels and his short story collections. I read them all, and I wrote up an essay discussing Phil's writing. And he called me out of the blue one day. I picked up the phone and said, "Hi, this is Phil Dick." He told me how much he liked my piece, and I asked him if I could interview him. So I went down to Santa Ana, California. We talked about his writing, and we talked about his life. It was just a wonderful conversation.
I was never convinced that science fiction was of less value than high literature. In fact, in high school, I was working on a science fiction story, which I still have. So I was in a curious position. I had read science fiction since I was 12 years old and was really addicted to reading it. I mean, I just loved it. And I also was reading what the Berkeley intellectual community was reading, which would be like Proust, for example, and Joyce. So I occupied two worlds right there, which normally did not intersect.